May last year, Tilbury docks, a shipping container sitting in a port about to leave the country. Inside, hundreds of bicycles, a few cars, and then, as the Met Police started unloading the container, a motorcycle, and then another motorcycle. 25 stolen bikes hidden inside a single shipping container, some of them strapped to the ceiling, all of them combined worth £350,000. All of them found because of one little tracker. That's the story that made me pick up the phone. Right, okay, let's talk about something that some of us try not to think about. Motorcycle theft in this country is not a niche problem. It is a genuinely organized industrial scale operation. These aren't opportunist kids with a screwdriver. These are networks, stolen to order, exported through ports, gone before you've even filed a police report. The numbers are grim. Tens of thousands of bikes stolen every year in the UK. Recovery rates without a tracker are absolutely miserable. Something in the region of 1 in 5 if you're lucky. And the frustrating thing is, most riders know this. We chain them up, we dislock them, we park under lights, and then we sort of, well, hope for the best. I've always felt there was a gap between what we do and what we should be doing. And this video is about closing that gap. Right, so who are BikeTrac? BikeTrac have been doing this for 15 years. Not 15 years of startup energy, 15 years of actually getting bikes back, working with police forces, building relationships with port authorities, turning what is essentially a very small electronic box into something that has a 90% recovery rate, 90%. When they started, the industry average was around 40%. Now, if you've got a BikeTrac on your bike, you've got a 90% chance of getting it back. That's not marketing, that's what their founder, Bill Taylor, told the BBC after Tilbury, and it tracks with 15 years of data. So, here's how it works. The unit, which is very discreet, it's wired in, not something a thief is going to spot, runs on a combination of GPS and RF, that's radio frequency. The GPS gives you a real-time location, 24/7, trackable on an app. Geofencing, movement alerts, journey history, all of that. But the RF, which stands for radio frequency, is where BikeTrac is different. GPS can be fooled, signal jammers do exist, but the RF beacon, that can be activated remotely and pinpointed precisely, even inside a metal shipping container, even in a port, even when every other method would have drawn a blank. Now that's not a unique selling point on a spec sheet, that's the thing that cracked Tilbury. Now you'll notice I haven't shown you the unit, I've only shown you the box. Trust me, that's not an oversight. BikeTrac's policy, and I think this is actually brilliant, is that we don't put images of the actual device out there publicly for everyone to see. No close-ups, no here's exactly what it looks like, not on this channel, not on their own marketing either. Because the whole point is that a thief can't find it. If they don't know what they're looking for, they can't strip it out before the bike goes into a container. And that is the thing that made Tilbury possible. The bike was moving for days. Nobody found the tracker. Nobody could find it. It doesn't have any branding on it. To the untrained eye, it's just a part of the bike. So I'm not going to show you what it looks like. And honestly, the fact that I can't, that tells you more about how serious this technology is than any product shot ever could. Right, here's the full Tilbury story because it deserves to be told properly. Last year, May 2025, a BMW R1300GS is stolen from Richmond upon Thames. The owner has a BikeTrac unit fitted. The BikeTrac team pick up the signal. They start following it. The bike moves through London, into Essex, into a container yard. Now, at this point, for most tracking companies, that's where the story gets difficult. Container yards are complex. Access is restricted. Port authorities don't just let you wander in on a hunch. But BikeTrac didn't have a hunch. They had RF data. They knew, not roughly, not approximately, they knew exactly which container the bike was in. Days of working with port authorities, days coordinating with the Metropolitan Police's organised vehicle crime unit. Not a quick win, a proper methodical operation. And then on the 21st of May, they got access. The container doors open. Inside, hundreds of push bikes, a few cars buried at the back. The team start unloading. And then the first motorcycle comes into view, and then another, and then another, and then another. Bill Taylor, founder of BikeTrac, was there. He described it as, and I'm quoting him directly here, pure elation. 20 motorcycles in that container alone, several of them strapped to the ceiling, all stolen in the previous 3 months, all from different parts of the country: London, Essex, Sussex, Dorset, Cambridgeshire, all on their way out of the country. The BikeTrac team weren't done. Evidence from the tracking data linked the operation to a second location flagged from a recovery in April with West Midlands Police. They attended it and found 5 more bikes. 25 in total, 25 in a single day, worth £350,000. The biggest recovery in 15 years of their business. And it all started with one tracker on one bike. Now, I want to take you back to 2016, Romania. I just finished riding the Transfăgașan and the Transalpina. If you've never ridden it, put it on your bucket list, because it's one of those roads you've just got to go and ride. If you're a biker and you want to ride on the best sweeping roads, Transfăgașan and the Transalpina even better. It seriously is the kind of ride that stays with you for years. We got off at about 4 a.m. in the morning in Romania to head to Budapest. So I was on my way back from Romania, heading back home, but we were heading towards Budapest that particular day. I'm about 45 minutes away from Budapest on a very straight carriageway, and a car just appears from nowhere. Pulls right out in front of me. No warning, no time to react. Left side of my body takes the impact, severe bruising, the kind that doesn't look serious until you try to move and realise you can't. My head hit the tarmac and I couldn't walk properly for more than 2 weeks. I've managed to drag myself across to the hard shoulder, leaning up against the Armaco barrier. I'm sitting there on the side of a Hungarian highway, middle of nowhere, just trying to figure out what's just happened to me. I'm just running through it all, just figure out what's just happened. Is everything working? Are my limbs working? Are my toes? And then all of a sudden, my phone rings. And who was it? It was my wife. I remember thinking, that's a weird coincidence. But it wasn't a coincidence. BikeTrac had already been in contact with her. Not when my riding partner rang her. Not when I managed to catch my breath and get myself sorted. The moment the bike hit the ground. Before I'd had time to get out of the road, she already knew. She knew the bike had gone down. She knew where I was. She was already making the calls, already making steps to find out if I was okay. I hadn't even had time to ring her myself. I'm not going to be dramatic about it. I was bruised, I was shaken, I wasn't lying in a ditch unconscious. But here's the thing, she didn't know that. And in those first few minutes, when anything could have been true, she didn't have to sit there, phone in hand, waiting, imagining. She already had the information, because the moment I fell, the bike told her. The theft, the container, the 25 bikes, all of that is real and all of that matters. But this is why it's now on every bike I own. Right, so this is the bit where I actually tell you what you can go out and actually buy. BikeTrac make 2 units, both of them GPS and RF, both of them insurance approved. That's Thatcham approved insurance. And that's worth paying attention to, because some insurers will reduce your premium if you've got a recognised tracker fitted. It's worth having that conversation with your insurance company before you write it off as an additional cost. So the first one is the BikeTrac Lite. £199 for the unit itself. Subscription from £5.99 a month or 60 quid for the year, which is the one I would go for. You get text, email and push notifications, movement alerts, service mode so it doesn't go off when you're getting your bike serviced. All from one app with the full GPS and RF setup and lifetime warranty. For most riders, that is the compensation done. That is a genuinely comprehensive system at a very reasonable price. But the second option is the full BikeTrac unit. Subscription from £9.99 a month. And this is where it steps up. You get the real-time map view, geofencing, journey tracking, bike down and bike over alerts, but you also get multi-year subscription discounts and European cover. If you're touring, if you're taking the bike abroad, or honestly, if you just want the peace of mind of knowing exactly where your bike is at any given moment, including when it's in your own garage or you're lying awake at 2 a.m, convinced you've heard something, that's the package for you. Both units come with a lifetime warranty. Both units can be professionally installed. We now offer this service here. Wink, wink. Both talk to a 24/7 secure operations center that actively monitors your device and will contact you if something doesn't look right. Now that last part matters. You don't have to be watching the app. They're watching it for you. Now here's the bit that's relevant to this channel. We've partnered with BikeTrac, which means from today, you can buy a BikeTrac unit directly through our website. Head to abikething.com. Under brands, look for BikeTrac. It's all in there, both units, full pricing, everything. And because we're a registered dealer, if you've got questions before you buy, drop us an email at team@bikething.com. We'll help you work out which unit makes sense for you and your bike and your riding. I'll be honest with you, the reason I wanted to partner with BikeTrac specifically was because of the Tilbury story. It's not something I came up with to sell you something. It was on the BBC. It's the most honest demonstration of what this technology actually does that I've ever come across. A bike gets stolen, one tracker, 25 bikes recovered, organised crime ring disrupted, £350,000 of machines back where they belong. That's what you're buying into. Look, nobody wants to think about their bike getting stolen. I get it. It's the kind of thing you want to push to the back of your mind because the alternative is just depressing. But the people who are stealing these bikes, they're not pushing it to the back of their minds. They're organised, they're efficient, and they are very, very good at it. The question really isn't whether a tracker is worth it. The question should be whether you want a 90% chance of getting your bike back or 1 in 5 chance you don't. So it's at bikething.com, links in the description. Go and have a look. And if you've got any questions or if you've got a story about a bike theft of your own that I should know about, drop it in the comments as well. I read all of them. New video every Sunday. I know in the last video we said they'd come Friday without fail, but we've had a slight change of plans. So new video every Sunday. But until then, stay safe behind bars. Not these bars, and I'll see you in the next video.